obviously summoned the sacred beast Qinglong. But he was ridiculed by everyone as a deformed god of war. Just because of this world, all are proud of summoning the Western mythical beasts. Someone calls the son of the earth. The flame spewed by the Chimera cannot survive even the air. Someone summons the son of the sky. Gride and steel claws tear apart the void and run rampant. Someone summons the son of death. Nidhogg. The created dragon lizard can even annihilate death. And I became the only one who could summon the beast master of Chinese mythical beasts. Green dragon and white tiger. Powerful in all directions, southeast, northwest, Fat Niu opens up all directions due to Qinglong. Cut off the ordinary. Even Chongqi escaped from the dog. The 9 shadows of chaos all obey my words. Follow orders for oneself, Chimera. But he is the king in the palm of my Qinglong. The proud Griffin. It's just the fire of death under my fat cow's body. Ridiculous. Little Nidhogg also tried to provoke death. Become the master of mythical beasts. But I, Chaos Escape, didn't even look at him. Just slap him directly. However, I am now under the attention of all the teachers and students in the school. Prepare to summon my own mythical beast. As I put my hands on the crystal ball, the red light rises into the sky behind you. Make the night sky as bright as day. And in that gorgeous sky, dragon roar mixed with thunder, stirring the whole sky as if it were boiling. Even among the surging clouds, students can also see huge black wings wandering around here. All teachers and students were affected by this huge summoning vision. Shocked from ear to ear. All faces were filled with surprise and jealousy. But when I see my green dragon born, countless jeers broke out in an instant. Making such a big noise, I thought I was going to summon some amazing tactic. I didn't expect it to be such rubbish. Isn't this just a little caterpillar? I thought Sukin was so talented, but it was because of me. I was thinking about hugging his thigh before. It seems good now that I'm smart. Otherwise you will regret it for life. They laughed at me unscrupulously. But I have no time to pay attention to him. The information displayed on the front panel. I was so excited that I had already blocked out all sounds. I saw the words young little green dragon written on it. Qualifications Emperor level cultivation value 0. This is the Qinglong, the leader of the 4 saints. Creation of the 4 dimensions of heaven and earth in mythology, the being in charge of life and death. Although Qinglong is just born now, but the breath emanating from my body already surpassed all the war beasts present. As long as you cultivate yourself well, Qinglong can grow up. Don't talk about powerful war beasts then. Even the top mythical beast in the West, he can still withstand the breath of his own blue dragon. Sukin, we're really curious. What on earth are you, this deformed war beast? Can you give us some knowledge? Those people below are still ridiculing them. I looked at the ignorant crowd and shook my head. This is not some aberrant war beast. It's our Dragon Kingdom's own mythical beast, the Green Dragon. My eyes are firm and my tone is very confident. Students hear me. The laughter became more unrestrained. Sukin, are you stimulated by something? Open your eyes and take a good look. That deformed war beast could be the mythical beast of the Dragon Kingdom. Do you want to laugh me to death? The students seemed to have heard a big joke. In their knowledge, there have been no mythical beasts in the Dragon Kingdom since ancient times. Not to mention that I pointed at an aberrant war beast. That's the Dragon Kingdom beast. Look at the look of that war beast. I'm afraid it's not a Western dragon or snake. Hybrid of mythical beasts. I said, why did our war beast become so abnormal just now? It turns out that there is a seal here. I don't know who said this in the crowd. The rest of the people showed signs of realization. The consciousness and senses of war beasts are much sharper than humans. Once it is discovered that there are creatures with different auras from theirs, they will immediately become alert. Because unknown, so he shows a look of fear and panic. This is the instinctive reaction of the war beast. Think of this place. All the doubts in those people's minds disappeared. To see such an interesting scene, I came to the right place today. Laughter comes and goes. Someone keeps taking out their cell phones, facing me and the little green dragon mad sect beside me. But at this moment, the little green dragon that has been swimming beside me seems to understand people's ridicule. Zhao Qinglong turned his head. A pair of dragon eyes majestically swept over the crowd under the altar. Then he looked up to the sky and let out a childish sound like a fox. But just between staring and roaring, the summoned war beasts in the square. Everyone is trembling. Expression of extreme fear. There are even some timid beasts. At this time, he was already so frightened that he stepped back again and again. Can't even stand. Those who rejoice in misfortune feel the abnormality in your own beast. The laughter stopped suddenly. They looked at their war beasts in panic. I don't know why the war beast suddenly became like this. What happened? Why is my war beast so scared all of a sudden? Some people looked around in horror. I do not know. My war beast is now crawling on the ground. Don't even dare to move. It seems that I feel a very terrifying presence. And in the distance, Qin Xiaoxia's uncle, he also looked anxious. He felt extremely threatened. Staring at the blue dragon swimming beside me, a shrill scream came from his mouth. Qin Xiaoxia spent a lot of effort to comfort his uncle. Wait until the Griffin's mood stabilizes. Qin Xiaoxia glanced at me coldly. Jump to the Griffin. I control the Griffin on my back, roaring and flying towards me. I looked at the Griffin hanging above my head. Eyes narrowed slightly, and Qin Xiaoxia on the back of the Griffin, after looking at each other for a moment, just opened his mouth to speak. Su Qin quickly takes your machine to transform into a war beast. He scared the Griffin. Looking at Qin Xiaoxia with a look of disgust on his face, I frowned and said, I'll say it again. This is the invasion of the Dragon Kingdom's mythical beasts. Hear my words. A sarcastic smile appeared on Qin Xiaoxia's face. I think you've gone crazy to say such ridiculous things. Even if you want to summon the Dragon Kingdom's mythical beast, it's just wishful thinking. Since ancient times, we are all protected by the mythical beasts of the West. Everyone is proud to own the Western mythical beast. Only Western mythical beasts, to gain supreme respect and status. Thinking of this, Qin Xiaoxiao suddenly felt a little proud. Fine, the war beast he summoned is the mythical beast of the West. Wait until his war beast grows up in the future. Not only can he make a name for himself with his tactics, even his family can benefit from him. And other students in the square heard Qin Xiaoxia's words. They all look like they agree. My eyes narrowed slightly when I heard Qin Xiaoxia's words. There was a hint of coldness in his eyes. Whether you believe it or not, I did summon the Dragon Kingdom's mythical beast. And he can summon more warriors than any of you. All must be strong. I glanced across the audience and said in a serious tone. Qin Xiaoxiao heard this. A pair of eyes narrowed into a thin slit. Fingers clenched into fists. I hear what you mean. Do you feel that you are a mythical beast that has become hungry? Is it better than this Western mythical beast to rescue? Since you think your battle beast is very powerful, how about we have a competition? Look, you, the so-called mythical beast of the Dragon Kingdom, are so powerful. I am still stronger than the Western mythical beast. Just after Qin Xiaoxiao finished this sentence, in my mind, the voice of the president sounded again. Trigger the mission to defeat the Griffin. After completing the task, the host can obtain mana to capture 1 billion Kung Fu. Shenlong swallows the sky. When I heard the voice in my head, I raised my eyebrows. It really comes to whatever you want. In this way, I can not only prove to the Chinese mythical beasts, you can also get rewards. I think of this. He raised his head and looked at Qin Xiaoxiao and said, I agree. Hear my reply. All the students around were surprised. This kid Su Qin thought for a long time, and I thought he was afraid. Unexpectedly, he actually agreed to compete with Qin Xiaoxiao. I really don't know how to kill him. I really thought that my aberrant war beast was the Dragon Kingdom beast. Brothers, should you say it or not? I'm looking forward to this match now. I want to see Qin's little Griffin. How did he beat Su Qin in such a fancy way? That poor little guy. Qin Xiaoxiao looked at me with disdain in her eyes. See you on the martial arts stage. After saying that, the Griffin wings under Qin Xiaoxiao spread out. Fly towards the south of the square. I didn't hesitate. He took the little green dragon and strode towards the competition stage.